There's a door on this house. It opens onto nothing, and nobody warned you why. Thousands of old homes hide this, a door that leads to open air. Today, we open it. Across rural America, one detail repeats. Old houses, the same odd feature. A second-floor door, leading nowhere. No stairs, no balcony, no ladder. Just a door, frozen in time. Builders called it intentional. For the families who lived here, this door wasn't strange at all. It was simply useful. We found these doors in 7 states. Each one told a different story. None of them involved ghosts. The first clue was inside the house. Look at this staircase. It was never built for furniture. Narrow turns, low ceilings. A piano could never fit through here. So how did furniture get upstairs? The answer was right above the ground floor. A second exit, a second entrance, built for a reason no one expected. There isn't just one explanation. There are 7, and each one is real. Theory 1, moving furniture. Stairs were too narrow to use, so families hoisted items outside. A simple pulley, a strong rope. That's all it took. No staircase needed at all. In Utah's pioneer towns, these doors were everywhere. Locals called them furniture doors.
A dresser, a bed frame, a trunk, all lifted, not carried. The door made the impossible easy.
Compare that to this stairwell. Tight corners, low headroom. Furniture simply couldn't pass. Wagons unloaded directly below. Goods went straight up, by rope. No detour through the front hall. Even coffins moved this way. Not for superstition, simply because the stairs failed them. Some houses still have the hardware. Rusted hooks, old iron rings, evidence hiding in plain sight. Many of these doors survived. Some became balconies later. Others were simply sealed shut. But furniture wasn't the only reason. Some doors served a colder purpose, one that had nothing to do with moving. Winter changed everything. In some places, snow buried homes, and families needed another way out. This is where the next theory begins. Not furniture, survival. Welcome to snow country. Imagine snow reaching your roofline. The front door, completely useless. The only way out? Upstairs. This door became the new front door. Built higher, for a reason. The snow line decided everything. In upstate New York and New England, winters buried homes for weeks. Snow doors weren't unusual. They were essential. Snowshoes by the door. Chores still needed doing. Even the outhouse had to be reached. Cows still needed milking. Animals still needed feeding. The snow door made it possible. Notice the barn loft door too. Both doors sat at the same height, built to match the snow line. Colorado's mountain towns built the same way. Locals called them simply snow doors, a name as practical of the design. Some historic homes still label them. Proof these weren't accidents. They were planned, on purpose.
By spring, the snow disappeared. The upper door, no longer needed. Until the next winter came.
These houses still stand today, quiet monuments to harsh winters. Each door, a survival tool. Not every odd door faced winter. Some were never meant for people. This next one is barely human-sized. This door is smaller, stranger, too small for any person, but not too small for a purpose. Historians have a name for these. Tiny doors, with a tiny job: storage for a flexible home.
Furniture wasn't fixed back then. Rooms changed jobs by the hour. These tiny doors held what didn't fit.
A parlor by day, a bedroom by night. The tiny door made it work. One house, many purposes. Architecture historians confirm this. These tiny doors meant storage, hidden space, hiding in walls. They date back to colonial times, found near fireplaces and stairs. Quiet, practical, easy to miss.
Some held linens, some held tools, others hid pipes and wiring later. Function changed, the door stayed.
By the late 1800s, plumbing arrived. These tiny doors gave access, a practical answer to new technology. Some were disguised entirely. Matching wallpaper, matching trim, hidden in plain sight, on purpose. Today, owners still find them, sealed behind newer walls. Echoes of an older way of living.
After the Civil War, homes grew larger. Closets became standard. And these tiny doors lost their job.
Built-in cabinets replaced them. Permanent storage, finally common. The tiny door became unnecessary, but thousands of these doors remain. Quiet fossils of an older home. A house that once had to adapt daily. Multiply this by thousands of homes. Across decades, across states. A pattern hiding inside American walls. Two kinds of strange doors. One small, one full-sized. Both telling the same human story. But one theory refuses to die. A darker story. A popular myth. The coffin door legend. Online, people repeat it constantly. It's for taking out bodies. The story sounds chilling, convincing. Home funerals were common back then. Wakes happened in the parlor. So the myth has a believable root. But historians say, look closer. Real coffin doors sat at ground level. Wider, straighter, built for caskets. Compare the two doors directly. One built wide, at ground level. The other, narrow, floors above. Funeral doors were extra wide, built for moving a casket straight through. The mystery door upstairs rarely matches. This is the real coffin door. Straight, simple, ground level.
Now imagine lowering a casket from here. Awkward.
Historical societies have studied this. The records rarely support the myth. Folklore outlived the facts. So where did the legend come from? Likely confusion, mixed with mystery. A scary story is easier to remember. A real reason became a ghost story. A practical door turned ominous. Folklore filled in the blanks.
Tour guides still repeat the legend. It's a better story than the truth. Mystery sells more tickets than logistics.
But the truth is just as fascinating. These doors reveal how people lived, not how they died. So if it isn't coffins or furniture, why do so many doors lead nowhere? Sometimes the answer is simpler. Some doors were never finished. A porch was planned, then abandoned. Money ran out before the stairs did.
Construction projects stalled often. Bad harvests, bad winters, bad luck. The door stayed, the porch never came.
Look closely at the framing below. Brackets with nothing resting on them. A balcony that was never built. These beams held nothing for a century. A silent reminder of a plan. A plan that simply stopped. Seasons passed, plans were forgotten. The door remained, frozen mid-project. A house caught between two ideas. Some homeowners finished the job later. A century late, but finally done. The door finally led somewhere.
What was once a stranded door became a favorite morning spot. The mystery solved itself, eventually. These were sometimes called airing porches, small platforms for fresh air, used for laundry, naps, or sick rooms. Laundry dried faster up high, away from mud and dust below. A small porch made daily life easier. Sick rooms also used these porches. Fresh air was thought to heal. The door became part of medicine.
But many porches simply rotted away. Wood doesn't survive a century easily. The door outlasted its own purpose. What's left behind tells the story. Broken boards, rusted nails, proof a porch once stood here. Entire neighborhoods share this fate. Porches removed, rebuilt, or lost. The doors are simply what remains. Preservationists now study these clues. Each door tells them what's missing. A blueprint hidden in plain sight. Old photographs help solve the puzzle. Comparing the house then and now, the missing porch finally explained. But not every door was about a porch. Some were about something else. Families splitting one house in two. As families grew, houses divided. One home became two households, and each household needed its own door.
Exterior staircases once stood here, leading tenants straight to their floor. Privacy, without sharing the front hall.
Look for bolt holes in the brick, faint scars from removed staircases. The wall remembers what's missing.
Real estate agents see this often. Buyers ask the same question. Why is there a door up there?
Many old farmhouses became duplexes. One family upstairs, one below. Each needed a separate way in.
Some staircases survived intact, still leading tenants up today. Living history, still in use. Faded signs still mark the divide. Apartment B, barely readable. A quiet record of a busier past. Two families, one roof, two doors. A practical solution to crowding, common in growing American towns. Mill towns needed housing fast. Splitting homes solved the shortage. These doors were the simplest fix. Renting upstairs was common practice. Extra income for the homeowner. The mystery door, a moneymaker. Eventually, the stairs came down, rebuilt, rotted, or simply unneeded. The door stayed behind, forgotten. Many of these houses later reunited. One family again, one entrance. But the second door never left.
Some doors became closets instead, walled off but never removed. A locked secret behind the drywall.
Open the closet, and there it is.
So which theory is the real one? The truth is, all of them are. Different houses, different reasons. Furniture doors, snow doors, storage doors, unfinished porches, divided homes. Historians piece it together house by house. No single rule applies everywhere. Context decides the true answer. But one house took this idea further than logic, further than reason. A widow's mansion in California. This is the Winchester Mystery House, the most famous doors to nowhere on Earth. And its story is unlike any other. Sarah Winchester built this house, continuously, for 38 years. She never stopped until she died.
2,000 doors fill this mansion. Many open onto walls.
Some doors are too small for adults. Others lead straight into brick. Nothing here behaves the way it should. A staircase climbs 40 steps, then ends. This door opens onto empty air, empty air.
Sarah lost her husband, her daughter. Grief reshaped how she lived.
Builders worked without a master plan. Rooms added, removed, rebuilt overnight. The house grew like a living thing. Construction never truly stopped. Even at night, by lantern light, Sarah's vision kept changing.
Popular legend blames it on ghosts. Tour guides love that version. But historians tell a different story.
The ghost story came after her death, added later, for publicity and tickets. Sarah never claimed to fear spirits.
The real story is simpler and sadder. A grieving woman who loved architecture.
38 years, 160 rooms, 4 to 7 stairways leading nowhere, all from a single, restless mind. An earthquake damaged the house in 1906. Sarah was trapped for hours inside. She simply built around the damage. Today, visitors walk these same halls, touching doors that open onto nothing. History, frozen mid-construction. But most doors to nowhere aren't famous. They sit quietly on ordinary houses, waiting for someone to notice them. So why do these doors still exist? Tearing them out costs money. Leaving them costs nothing at all. Removing a door means rebuilding a wall. Most owners simply skip the hassle. The mystery survives by convenience. Many owners grow fond of the oddity. It becomes a story for guests, a quirky piece of the house's identity.
Buyers often ask about it first. It's memorable. It's a conversation piece. Sometimes it even raises curiosity-driven interest.
So why do these doors still exist? Tearing them out costs money. Leaving them costs nothing at all.
Removing a door means rebuilding a wall. Most owners simply skip the hassle. The mystery survives by convenience. Removing a door means rebuilding a wall. Most owners simply skip the hassle. The mystery survives by convenience.
Many owners grow fond of the oddity. It becomes a story for guests, a quirky piece of the house's identity.
They must have intended to build a deck here. Look at the support structure.
But there's not even a railing. This is wild.
Hold on, let me get a picture of that.
Preservation groups now document these doors, treating them as historical evidence. Small clues in a much bigger story. Patterns emerge across entire regions. Snow doors cluster in cold states. Furniture doors cluster in pioneer towns. Geography quietly shapes architecture. Weather, terrain, and isolation mattered. Every region solved problems differently.
And the doors themselves survived well. Solid wood, built to last centuries, outlasting the very reason they existed.
Nature slowly reclaims the forgotten ones. Ivy, moss, decades of weather, the mystery fading back into the land. Some houses get restored, others don't. The difference often comes down to luck. Who bought the house, and when? A few homes earn historic landmark status. Their odd doors protected by law, preserved exactly as they were built. Protection means they can't be altered. The mystery becomes permanent, by design, frozen for future generations to ask about.
School groups now visit these houses, learning architecture through curiosity. A strange door becomes a real lesson.
Even children notice it instantly.
Why is there a door up there?
The same question, generation after generation.
Modern owners often solve it simply. Build the missing balcony at last. Function finally matches the door. Morning coffee, century-old door. The past and present finally connect. A small renovation, a big resolution.
Architects now study these doors carefully. Restoration projects respect the history. Nothing gets changed without research first.
Permits sometimes require preserving them. Local history boards take this seriously. The door becomes part of the rules.
Some doors became something unexpected. Sealed shut, repurposed as a window. A quiet reading nook, full of light.
The mystery door became a favorite spot. A century later, finally useful again. Just in a way nobody first imagined.
Some towns now celebrate these houses, history festivals built around old architecture, the mystery door, finally a local attraction.
Tours stop specifically at these homes. Guides explain every competing theory. Visitors leave with their own opinion. Hundreds of these houses still stand. Quiet witnesses to old American life, each one holding its own small secret. At night, they look almost alive. A door waiting for someone to remember what it once meant to a family. So the next time you see one of these, remember it isn't really a mystery. It's a memory built into wood. Furniture moved through some of them. Snow forced families through others. Some simply waited for porches that never came. No ghosts, no coffins, no secret rituals. Just practical people solving real problems. These houses still stand because people care. Each repaired board, a small act of memory, history. Look closely at the old house near you. It might be hiding the same secret. Every old house holds a hidden chapter. Sometimes it's a door, sometimes it's smaller. You just have to know where to look.
Maybe your own house has one too. A small detail, waiting for its story. Now you'll finally know why it's there.
This is the same door we started with. It isn't strange anymore. It's history. Practical, human, and quietly remarkable. Old houses don't keep secrets forever. They simply wait for someone curious enough. Someone willing to open the door. A tiny detail. A century of meaning. That's the story behind every old house. Thanks for opening this one with us.